All right, welcome to In the Spirit of Things. Hey, yeah, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Anyways, hey, folks, welcome, and yeah, we're having fun now, really on different levels. Beautiful thing is coming forward for all. Yeah, the poop is out the elephant. And it's what do you think, John? You think the poop's out the elephant or what?
I think it's out and splattering everywhere, Peter.
And how do you pack that much mud back in? I mean, come on, that's a tough task.
I don't think they have enough rubber suits.
I would not request it. Yeah, right. Anyways, hey, brother, did you see that new little 3-minute snippet by Sister Susan on the Go Anime?
I did see that. That was amazing.
Wasn't
very
that
nice, very
incredible,
professional looking.
Outstanding. Yep, it's. I think I already posted. Well, I haven't looked. I'm sure it's somewhere on that Facebook page. But I did post it in everybody's Skype box, along with the show. So everybody gets to see what beautiful work Sister Susan does. She has skills beyond my comprehension because I don't live there. Anyways, yeah, everybody. Between Zach, Susan, now it's Cookie. Yep, I'm gonna start calling her the Cookie Monster. That's her new nickname.
We've got a lot of professionals coming together now and making Privatis, a household name here soon because it is so well done and well orchestrated and just beautiful to see the progress every week. And I got your CRA notice as well there today.
There you go. There you go. All right.
That's very exciting.
It was brother. Kudos out to Brother Wally Dove. He shared the love. Go figure. Wally Dove sharing the love. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, so I give kudos to him for helping me out on that because I was doing multiple other tasks, and I figured since he was in the zone, he could probably get me locked and loaded real quick since he was in that venue for some time.
Exactly. Yeah. So he does know
I'd like to go to... Yeah, I like to go to the source, sort of, or used to be the source, but I mean, who better to go to than somebody who's been there? Anyways, all sorts of stuff happening, John. Beautiful things with the new curriculum coming on board. Matter of fact, first week's already done. We'll pre-post tomorrow for the teleconference room. Everybody be able to get access to go get their books and pencils. Come through the front door very easily. Direction of flow on a whole new level. It's a beautiful thing. Sister Cookie knows how to condense in beautiful, simple terms that even a caveman like me can understand.
Exactly. It needs to be nice and simple, They've done a good job at, dumbing down the masses and stuff like that, so things need to be simple, stupid, and, it's a shame, the generation before us or after us is supposed to be more intelligent than the one before them, That's our job here on this planet, but they've done a good job of doing the opposite, so we've got to definitely work hard to get this information out so it's easy to digest.
Yep. Well, now they'll all have direction of flow on how to get through the front door. I've been trying to get them through the front door for a long time, and hopefully those that are ready are going to come on through. And John, it's going to be an exponential learning curve, broken down to the simplistic to pull the curtain back so far, so fast, so hard that it'll make their head spin. They won't have time to go back into cognitive dissonance and be ostrich again. Hopefully.
Exactly.
We got to start somewhere. We got to open the door, but it's a beautiful thing. It's basically they step on in, they click. Matter of fact, they'll be able to I'm going to do pre-curriculum before the curriculum, i.e. the substance will be on Mondays. I'll post the substance in the box, so if they want to get ahead of me for class, that's fine as well, no problem. But they're going to learn how to get in through the front door first, which is to join over at Privatis.Me. Then they go get to watch the free tour so they can find out where all the food in the cupboards is, so they can eat from the tree of truth and knowledge, and then they'll go and watch Changes on the Horizon Part 2, and then we're going to talk about slavery, who owns you, so that I can help get all my brothers and sisters' minds right by being stuck in the body politic makes them literally a slave on the plantation. I know there's people who hate me using that terminology, but I really don't care because if you're subservient, you are, and that's the whole point. If you got to answer to somebody else outside of yourself, give over your power, you are a slave in some form or fashion.
Exactly, and we've done this for many years now. Consented. We say this over and over again because it is all consent.
That's why week two will be the slavery or the consent. How everybody gave over consent. That 2-hour movie that will be the next week's curriculum to get to the next level because I got to show them and. Michael reposted the propaganda, hoax from, the North Korea showing about the propaganda hoax in America. So we reposted that for everybody because can't send it out enough, I don't think, because that's where everybody's buying, like I say, the lies on the idiot box. Anyways, is Michelle in the room?
Yes, I am. Hi, Peter. How are you?
All right. Anyways.
Hi, John. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Michelle. How are you making out tonight?
So far, so good. Thanks.
Anyways, I guess we'll move forward a little bit. We're going to basically, John, we're going to move everybody forward. Showing people how to unconsent. Anyways, let me go to my playbook. How's everything? Matter of fact, John, you're the perfect example of how to unconsent. I'd like to cover that just for a second anyways, because, you went and did some heavy lifting, and you got 19-inch arms, too.
Yeah, in training season.
Those are pretty short arms, aren't they? Those are some pretty short arms if they're only 19. Mine are longer than that.
Yeah, Peter, I definitely got to flex my arms in their court systems as well as common law. We did hybridization, I guess you could say, as they tried to force me into their court, and as I continued to bring forward my court. And we did finally get victory in the end. It took a little while. It took definitely a lot of pitfalls and a lot of path clearing, but we're happy to say, the children are all back, and we're being left alone now, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, I was able to share that today with a gentleman I had a chance to talk to for a little while. He had a direct question. Every now and then I don't mind direct questions. It's the 50 questions I have a problem with. I get a lot of those these days, and then I just say, don't have the time, sorry. Here, start here, and I'll send them in, and I'll send them on their way, because I really can't answer 50 questions. Everybody's got multiple issues where it's point A to point B here. This is where we go, and then when we get to the next one, we'll roll that. So that's why I'm going to do this 8-week curriculum. I'm going to cover the templates. I'm going to cover everything. I'm going to cover the medical. I'm going to cover everything, John. It's sort of like the tour of the free tour, but it's going to be a little bit more direct, succinct, and to the point. But it will be it'll be a master piece of an eye opener, especially with Sister Cookie at the helm, directing the flow, because she really knows how to. She got skills. I just type things and I say, hey, you can use your words that you want. Here's mine, and take what you need and leave the rest. Whatever. She's sharp and she knows how to integrate.
Well, exactly, and you're providing a course in intelligence, really, if you think about it. That's what it is. You almost might as well call it the Privatis University now, because it seems to be going that way. With the curriculum, daily study, always keeping up, and all the information there, and the great library that you provided there of all the knowledge that most people should have. Oh, all people should have, really.
Oh, yeah. Everybody in America should be at Privatis.Me, because then they'll get their mind right. They'd all get off the dadgum slave plantation, divest themselves of the body politic, and those 535 whores up on top of the hill have to actually go do something of functionality and substance.
That's
instead
right.
of milking the bone off the brothers and sisters,
I just want to mention that to Susan. I'm having some issues with my Fisher-Price computer, so I wasn't actually able to see the animation. I'm going to get a tech person to help me out, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've seen all the comments in the room that it's awesome and a great job, and I just wanted to thank you without having even seen it. I'm sure it's beautiful, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh, she does great work. I was totally impressed. Made my significant other watch it for the 3 minutes, because she does have a 3-minute attention span. She is blonde, but it's not her fault, but it is my problem. So.
What is your wife's
Anyway,
Peter?
Excuse me?
What does your wife think of it?
She thought it was fantastic. She said, "Wow,
Awesome.
that's
There you
incredible."
go.
So even one of the ones that's living in Dancing with the Stars liked it. So that was good. I feel like I accomplished. Like Susan, that's a real accomplishment. Anyways, brother. Yeah, it's just lots and lots. I've got 7 more weeks of curriculum to put together, probably in the next 24 to 36 hours, which will be done. So I don't have this hanging over my head week to week. It will be done. It will be compartmentalized. It will be set up. Matter of fact, tomorrow, email blast will be going off for everybody to access the link to get through that front door. And you're going to want to go through that front door, folks. Everybody. I don't care if you've been at the site for 6 months. Everybody needs to follow the bouncing ball, because I guarantee you there's stuff you missed or haven't got to or whatever. So I'm going to cover. I don't want to inundate John. I want to just give direction of flow, so I can give him enough to pull the curtain back to really understand what the hell went down, what's happened to date, and what you can do to resolve it.
Exactly.
Anyways,
exactly.
Sort of like that 3-minute video that Susan just did. It was beautiful.
The truth about your status as a slave.
Yes. And if you want to resolve it, so I hope it goes parabolic. I hope it gets posted. Facebook is us. I hope it goes nuclear. I hope it goes far, wide, fast, and deep, so everybody can get the memo how not to be a slave. I mean, the way she condensed that in 3 minutes, brother, I mean, yeah, it's beautiful. And showing the documents, but without, they were in small print. Of course, you couldn't read them, but that they exist. And, got to become a full member. Yeah, hey, folks, we're changing up status on June 1st. So if you haven't got the memo, it will be going to $240. But guess what, John? For $240, they're going to get 10 times more than what they paid for, because we're going to condense and create everybody's beautiful. Everybody's going to get a coat of arms. It's a beautiful thing. You see, that separates the dead from the living. Nobody's doing it this way. So here's another step Brother Michael and I digressed on, because I know people were whining about 120, so I know they're going to love 240. But, folks, got to pay to keep the damn lights on. See, they send me these stupid things in the mail that they don't allow me to use my private side exemption, because they're a bunch of stinking crooks. We have unlimited credit, but they've been stealing from us our entire life. We're going to crack that in that 2 hour ad, John, because you know what? There is so much neat stuff coming through my front door. We do have a new member in our nucleus that will be coming forward. That's Brother Warren. That's my Yale brother. I met him up in Northern Virginia at the first DP deal, and we've kept in touch ever since. He's got skills. So, anyways, I'll integrate him. He's going to handle some other stuff that we're going to have some fun. So it's beautiful. It's like amazing what's happening. The new normal, like Michelle says.
Exactly.
Actually, go ahead, John.
No, go ahead, Michelle.
Peter, I just wanted to make a complete, blatant, overt, just out there, unapologetic plug for Michael. He has heraldry.me, and he put together my coat of arms. I actually have, I guess it's a hybrid seal coat of arms stamp. It's one thing. But if I could, I'd like to spend a few minutes on describing to the listeners what he actually put together for me.
Sure. That'd be fine.
Okay. So I wanted a basic seal, and he gave me a few options, and there's a shield. There's my name at the top, and at the bottom I have my motto in Latin. And the shield is divided into 4 parts, and I wanted to do an homage to my lineage, which is one of healing. My father was an internist, specialist in internal medicine with over 40 years practice, and I'm actually related to Brother Andre Bessette, who was renowned for miracles, and I think he was actually canonized this year as a saint. He was the cousin of my grandmother. And
wow.
throughout my lineage, my people have been known to, during the time of the plague, when the stranger visited the village and everybody, or half or 3/4 of the village died, the people realized that it was the stranger that brought something to them and caused the death, the Black Death. So villages were pretty much shut down. But for some reason, my people didn't get sick, and so our name, which is actually, I won't say it on air, but it's a bastardization of the word béni, which in French means blessed, which is pretty cool, because we didn't get sick and we were accorded the freedom to travel, which, you know, is interesting to me that I'm now facing this very issue all these centuries later about traveling. But anyway, so the beautiful coat of arms that Michael made for me, I found the 4 images that I wanted. And the first, on the top left, is a rod of Aesculapius, which is the classic rod with a snake entwined up the rod. And this is the sign of healing. And healers would often indicate this symbol to show their profession. And on the right, I have a lion, which indicates courage. And on the bottom left and right, I've indicated my parents. On the left side, it's, and because it's on the left, I chose the left because the left side of your brain is the hierarchical part. It's order, it's rational, it's numbers, and masculine. So on the left side, I have a fleur-de-lis because my father is French-Canadian. And on the right, which is the feminine, receptive, organic, intuitive, artistic, creative side, that's the side for my mother. I have a Scottish thistle. So I gave these 4 images to Michael, and he was able to put them together on this beautiful seal that's now going to be going on all of my documents for all of my processes that I'm eager to begin. I just wanted to give... I just wanted to thank Michael because, you know, he's the one in the background doing a lot of the heavy lifting, working on the documents, working on the seals, and he's the tech genius behind this operation. So I just wanted to thank him. And his website is heraldry.me, HERALDRY.me, M-E.
Yeah, I think it's located it's on the home page of the website, Privatis.Me. And it's also located in our beautiful Facebook box. So, folks, if you want to go find it, or it's we have multiple paths you can get through the front door. So we have multiple doors now, John.
Exactly. Speaking of Michael, I chat with Michael a lot after the calls and stuff like that, and we really like to dig into the private and the common law side of it and all this. And the guy is a machine. I will give him that. He's always looking for the next thing. The members don't even know and I'm not going to spill the beans. The next stuff he's bringing forward after he brings forward the stuff he's doing at the moment, and it's very exciting. The stuff he's doing is just incredible. So there's a lot of doors being opened up, and we're definitely putting the lights on the shadows and learning a lot as we go forward. And like you say, a lot of people are coming forward to help the Privatis team too, because you guys are on the right track. You're heart's in the right place, and you're always accelerating and always bringing new stuff forward. It's just incredible.
John, does it have to do with everything? The word everything? Because it does, right? Okay, right. I just wanted to be sure. I'm very excited about seeing that. Very. Because that's in total alignment with how I stand.
Exactly.
Anyways, we are getting cut or hacked or something. It's been like that since the beginning of the show, since the song came on. So they'll probably miss words here and there. The sandwich eaters must be busy and bored tonight. It's Tuesday. What the hell? I thought, they didn't wake up till Wednesday around here. Anyways, it's all good. I did a couple postings today. I was very, very light on my postings with Sister Andrea because I know sometimes I can really load up the plate. But usually when I find stuff of valid interest, John, I got to cover it, or at least get it posted.
Out there.
Oh, I mean, it's brother. There's just so much. overwhelms me. Just going, I play hide and seek, and I go looking for it. The informations and things of interest. Some people call it fear porn, which it's not. It's wake up porn, folks. Hello, for all these people saying fear porn. I really, I don't subscribe to fear porn, but I do subscribe into opening your damn eyes. See, that's a good thing. You don't want to be a mullet.
I kind of explain it like this to my children. Like we'll watch a scary movie and stuff like that, and and I always tell them how it's done, how they put the makeup on, how they use fake blood or whatever kids movies, and even some of those kids movies can be scary to them. And once you explain it to them, it's not so scary. And that's exactly what Privatis is. We're just breaking down that scary movie that the nefarious ones have put together for you, and we're just showing you that it's all smoke and mirrors, and there's right, and it's
beautiful.
All movie makeup,
and they're wearing costumes too. The horror story is
exactly,
horrors are wearing costumes. They're just a bunch of bad actors. Go figure. Hey, well, they're going to get the memo because the sheep aren't being sheep. It's new direction of flow. I'm telling you, brother, it's everything's taking on.
Did you hear the good news of the 2 million people that were protesting Monsanto? Monsanto, yeah, I can't even speak today. And the word doesn't even want to come out of my mouth. It's so evil.
Yeah, hey, you must have been eating genetically modified food and it twisted your tongue sideways. That's what happened.
No way. Must have got a corn piece in there or something.
Oh, my goodness. That's terrible. Yeah, I posted this from N5D. Brother Greg, kudos to you. He posts some really good stuff. He grabs some nice information, but every day I go over to his site to see if he posted us. He hasn't posted us this last couple days, but oh well. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the YouTube didn't get put up yet. I don't know. Anyways, I'll check. You gotta love this. What is it? 3 loads of corn in China was turned back. They said, "Screw you. We don't want your genetically modified crap." And you have multiple countries across the world telling Monsanto, "Kiss my red royal butt."
Most European countries will have nothing to do with it either.
Yeah, right. America, they're the bleeding ground to let all the bull crap through, from radiation machines to the Gulf oil scam, and where that's going to be the new breeding ground for biofuels or some crap. It was like a planned event, and anyways, they're found out. But anyways. I like this article. It said, despite numerous outcries for GMO labeling, no one really knows if the food they are buying contains GMOs or not until now. 2 smartphone apps that will eliminate Monsanto's aspartame FCS, which is high fructose corn syrup, and processed foods. N5D.com, a new app called Boycott, B-U-Y-C-O-T-T, was unleashed in May of 2013, but was temporarily taken off the market because their server could not handle the traffic to their website. So, brother, that tells me that the people are waking up and want to be aware of what poison swill they're putting in their food products. So at one point, the Boycott app was being downloaded at a rate of 10 downloads per second. The app is once again available for all smartphones, but as of this date of publication, I'm receiving the following message. We're experiencing an unexpected influx of users. No activity yet. That being said, they were still able to scan products. Anyways, developer Ivan Pardo slated on the company's Facebook page that they were working on moving to a new server that could handle the traffic. Anyways, Boycott is a free smartphone app that allows you to scan any given product at the grocery store and not only tells you which foods are ultimately linked to Monsanto and their GMOs, but also companies who are engaging in cruelty to animals or other negative behaviors. Anyways, Boycott is a smartphone app that allows you to scan any given product at the grocery store and not only tells you which foods are ultimately linked. I already said that. Hey, I repeated myself. Anyways, you can also view the family tree of any given product to see what companies are tied into corporate conglomerates who have a record of unethical testing and practices. Additionally, you can start user-created campaigns to either support or boycott specific products. Anyways, 2 smartphone apps that will eliminate Monsanto, aspartame, HFCS, and processed foods. N5D.com, for example, you could start a campaign against any given company who do not support GMO labeling or Prop 37 in California. Anyways, another beneficial app is called Food Ucate. While this app does not tell you if a product contains GMOs or not, it does tell you the many negative ingredients in any given product, such as nitrates, aspartame, high fructose, and gives you nutritional advice on certain ingredients are not beneficial to your health. So, hey, brother, it's pretty neat that somebody created something that can allow people to be a more aware, well, I hate to use the word consumer because that's what they look at everybody as.
Well, the demand is there now. People, like you say, are waking up. There's millions and millions all over the world now that are waking up to this. It's everywhere.
Hey, John, guess what?
Yeah, it's break time.
Yeah, I know. I just see the clock in the room. Andrew busted me again. Anyways, hey, folks, we're just getting warmed up. We're going to have a great time. Stand fast. Go do what you do on break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
You're listening to In the Spirit of Things on I Am Free Will Radio. Join us on our Blog Talk radio station every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday night, live from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. To find all the links we mention on the show and to stay up to date about when we go live on BTR, make sure you connect with us on our social sites. Follow us on Twitter at handle Privatis.Me. You can also friend us, like us, or join our open group on Facebook by searching Privatis.Me, or by clicking on the Facebook icon on our homepage. It's really that simple.
All right, unmuted, but it seems like we're getting hacked. Anyways, you gotta love it. They must love all the love we're sharing over here, huh, John?
Peter, are you having issues?
Well, I can hear you pretty good, Peter. I'm not hearing anything on our end.
You can hear me from Virginia, brother. I don't need a damn bullhorn. Anyways, well, when I'm listening to the song, it keeps cutting in and out, and I'm seeing these cracks, at least on my side. Maybe I need to hang up and dial back in.
Well, Peter, can you hear me?
Yeah, but then it'll cut out. So I'm going to hang up.
I can hear you. We can hear you. I don't know. John, can you hear Peter?
Yeah,
fine?
I haven't heard any breakup at all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you want to call back in, Peter.
You just blotted out. I didn't hear what you just said. Anyways,
sure.
yeah.
Peter, I just said if you want to call back, if you're not getting clear reception on the listening part, why don't you call back in then?
Yep. John, carry the ball, brother. I'll be right back. You know what
all right, that sounds good. Yeah, not a problem. All right, Michelle, where are we going to take this call now?
There we go.
It's all ours now. We've got a couple minutes.
Okay.
I was writing you guys a little joke there. I was writing, saying that Iceland did not make those underground seed storage banks because of a world disaster coming upon us. They made it because of Monsanto.
Yes. Yeah, I'm aware of that situation. It's quite science fiction worthy, but it's reality. It's completely ridiculous. The dark side is just being so completely blatant in its attempt to wake up people, but there are so many people who just who can't see. I think it's not that they don't want to see, although some people don't want to see. I think the majority of people can't see because they don't have the eyes to see.
Well, exactly. This is where we get back in the frequencies and stuff like that. It's just some frequencies we can't hear or see if we're not, striving to live at those higher frequencies. I totally believe that. I see it all the time. It almost seems that when people do start acquiring this knowledge, their whole dynamic on life, everything changes. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not, but most times it's for the better because truth seems to, really set people free. And this is a beautiful thing that we have this radio show and we're bringing forward this truth all the time every week, and really just trying to wake people up because we do this for selfish reasons, don't we? Because we want a better world as well, right?
Exactly.
So helping.
And I was actually. It does start with awareness. You're absolutely right. I was having a discussion actually just before the show with Dan. And I was mentioning to him that I was identifying some lower energies that are not mine, but they are in my field right now. And usually, when I can identify energies that are not mine, I simply recognize them and I tell them, you're not my energy. I require you to leave. But this one isn't going, so I'm going to have to get back into creative mode after the show so that I can release this one, because it's a clinger. We have a Klingon.
You probably caught it at the hospital.
Oh, maybe. And that's a whole different issue. I just feel like I'm just transmuting a whole bunch of suffering and lower energies in the hospital, just walking through the corridors. Do you get that sense too?
Oh, I do it all the time.
Right?
Every time I go to a hospital, I always go in there with good intention. I'm the crazy guy that's walking up to people and saying, "What do you got?" Oh, cancer,
oh,
really?
No.
No, that's me. I go right up to them, like, oh, there's easy cures for that. I'll tell them all about it, give them cards and websites and everything else. Like that's me at a hospital. I think it's an absolute crime that people are dying and suffering and going through this stuff. You know what I mean? And I know this knowledge. It's only my responsibility to do this for people. And I've seen it firsthand. So. What easy, simple things that Peter brings up and stuff, and stuff we've brought to the site as well, and that are just that are curing this stuff within weeks, and within days sometimes. It's it's just a shame. So yeah, I'm one of those guys at the hospital whenever I'm there. So I definitely the negative energies don't like to be around me too often, but they definitely after a while they definitely don't want you around the hospital too long.
I'm one of those weird guys too, I guess, because at the hospital I work with people's subtle energies, and when I'm my father is in the hospital, and just for those listeners who aren't aware, and I've been going in. He's in ICU right now, and when I do go in, and if he is asleep, I'll do an energy healing session on him. I know that it provides rest, it gives serenity, it releases anxiety and worries and stress, and they have him on some medications that when he actually does fall asleep, he has nightmares, and when he is wakeful, he has hallucinations.
Yeah.
So he's not in a very happy state right now. So I'm doing my part to try and help him. And, I'm also supporting the supporters. There's my stepmother who, sleeps. She's living at the hospital for 4 or 5 days at a stretch, until my brother and my sister and I tell her, okay, go home. It's an issue of personal hygiene at this point. Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only one who hasn't had a session from me actually is my brother, and he's extremely scientific. My brother is, in French we say un bolé, which means genius. He's got his bachelor's in engineering, a master's in computers, I think, and a PhD. His thesis was artificial intelligence and how it relates to vision, and I think facial recognition, actually. And he can explain. He gave me a 45-minute lecture on how my energy healing actually works, and I was just listening to him in awe. This is my little brother, who could explain to me in scientific terms what it is that I do. Because when
it is very scientific, exactly.
Exactly. It's just I don't. For me, my personal relationship with it doesn't want words. It just doesn't want words. It prefers that I just do. So that's kind of where I'm at. Actually, if it's okay, I just want to mention to the listeners, if anyone is interested, I would like to start giving healing sessions, maybe 5-10-minute sessions online. I'd like to give my email address. I might have time for maybe 5 or 10 people this week, and maybe just in the subject line write in full capital letters healing, and my address is Aleph, Aleph, which is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It's ALEPH and the number 1 at hush.com, hush.com. I'll say it again, ALEPH, the number 1 at hush.com. And please maybe just put the word healing in full caps in the subject line so I know what you're contacting me for.
Yeah, I've studied.
Et voilà, as they say.
I studied the healing, remote healing, and stuff like that, and I forget what website it is, but now that I'm thinking of it, I'll look it up and I'll get it posted. There's an actual website that you can call a gentleman. They use him as an emergency phone number. Actually, he's quite well known. I can't think of his name because it's been a while now since I've seen this website. But you could call him, and he would do energy healing. Like say if you hurt, scalded yourself or burned yourself or something, an accident happened to someone. You would call him, and he would start the healing session with him and his members and stuff like that. And people were actually healing exponentially. The doctors couldn't explain it and all this kind of stuff, third-degree burns and all this kind of stuff, and healing with no scarring and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to look that up tonight, and I'll repost that. But
yeah, give me that link. I'd be interested.
Yeah, you're quite right.
I haven't had extraordinary results like you're saying, but I did help my stepmother of her shoulder tendonitis. She had complete frozen shoulder. I had that myself for about a year. As a plaster, I injured my arm, and physio, $65 a pop, 3 times a week, and it took a year to clear. But now that I know how to heal myself, and I helped my neighbor who broke his leg. And you know how it is with our socialized medical system up here. You break a leg, and we'll see you in about a week to set it. And then they set it wrong, and it was a saga. And he was on pain medication, and he came to see me last summer, and I had him lie on my massage table, and I did a short session on him. And then the weird thing is, I don't touch people. I just work with their... No, you don't have to. No. Exactly. But for some reason, I felt compelled to touch him, but it was at the bottom of his foot, even though it was his knee, around his knee that was injured.
Yeah.
And there was this... he told me afterwards, and I saw the reaction, he had this jolt of electricity from the bottom of his foot all the way through his leg, all the way up the top of his head. And I asked him at the end of the session how he felt, how his pain was, and he said it was a 3. He went in, it was an 8.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is quite extraordinary. So, yeah. So that's what I'm kind of getting more, and I feel I'm being called to offer more and more of this. So,
I believe we all. Yeah, I believe we all have this power. I think it's a matter of focusing, and again, a matter of frequency. Most of us just don't even know. We're basically running around in these state-of-the-art vehicles called our bodies that we were never given a manual for, that can do so many things that we can't even imagine, that we don't know about. And we use them most times for just our baser feelings and all this kind of stuff and sensations. But these things are absolutely incredible. This is where prayer gets into. I get into a lot of arguments with my father. He likes to believe in the man in the bearded man in the sky, and I like to believe in the all that is kind of thing, right? That we are all that is. And
exactly.
And he's like, well, explain prayers. I pray to God and I get my prayers answered. And I'm like, well, yes, prayers are very powerful. They are your energy, your essence going out to the universe and coming back to you, kind of thing, right? And so prayers are very powerful, and they no matter what you believe in a higher power or not, your thoughts are the spark, I guess, of moving our manifestation into the direction we need it to move into.
Exactly.
So
in other
powerful.
words, different words for the same very thing. That's why I feel that language is such a limiting structure, because I will use words to explain an idea. Another person will have their perception, and they will hear the words, but they will filter it through their own experience. So it just seems that language was a development that we came up with, but that really gets us in trouble a lot of the time. That's why I tend not to speak of these things. If somebody asks me, what does it do? Well, I'll say, well, it'll give you what you need. and I leave it at that. Oh, well, how does it work? It's subtle energies.
I think
like if I tell them I don't know how it works, it just does.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't want to. Go ahead.
I think we go through cycles here on this planet, like long cycles of a higher intelligence to maybe a lower intelligence. If you watch the works of Santos Bonacci and all this kind of stuff, astrology and stuff like that, it seems that our civilization has been at points on this planet that seem magical and seem to the tipping point of human evolution, and then we seem to lose all this stuff with either disasters or either maybe it's just a cycle in the frequencies of our stars or whatever it is. But so I think that's what it is. I think we might come out of these and learn things, because we see a lot of the old Sumerian and all that kind of stuff. It was all pictures. It was all that kind of language. You know what I mean? Pictures, like they say, is 1,000 words, and it's very true. If we thought all in pictures and wrote in pictures and all this kind of stuff, it would be a completely a higher form of communication.
I wonder even if we communicated a long time ago by telepathy, because it seems to me that is what we are evolving to. I say we, I mean I. Because there's the intuition that just is always there. It's always on.
Exactly. Well, you see it all the time. Someone's about to call, and you knew they were going to call. And we're doing it more and more, and everyone's calling it deja vu. I'm seeing deja vu more and more. Well, maybe it's not so much deja vu. Maybe we are, tapping into our. We are always evolving, are we not?
Right, and. I think you're branching me off into two other topics. We are evolving, and if you look back through evolution, you'll sort of see in these books that explain the different species that have come before us, there's an overlap. One species, I don't know the order of them. Let's say Cro-Magnon overlapped with. Homo erectus or something. I don't know. But there's that overlap. I think this is what we're seeing right now. We're seeing two species.
I can totally agree with that. Yes, I can totally agree with that.
You've got the ones that are plugged in with their earbuds, walking down the street completely oblivious, almost causing car accidents. There's that species, which is going further and further into the matrix. And not only is this matrix here not enough slavery for them, not enough mind control for them, but they want to go even further down in.
Yeah, true.
Deeper, right.
Some of these guys, you could hook them up to a computer, into a virtual world, and they'd be happy as could be and never move from their chair again.
Hook them up to a feed tube, and they're set. And you have the others who are, there's an awareness, and there's an evolution. And the other thing I was going to mention was actually healing.
You know what I think it is? There's an empathy in that second type of person.
It's a cracking open. It's a cracking open. It's I was going to say it's a remembrance of things that we have forgotten, that we have access to. And I use my example of healing sessions. This is something that I think has always been here. It's just I'm learning how to use it. I'm still in process. But I have to say, since I've started, it's been exponential and quite extraordinary. But everyone has access to this. I'm not special. Everyone can do this. It's just to take the time and how to figure it out, And
the first step is knowing that you can do this, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think you can do it, you can't. I love quoting Yoda from the Star Wars series. He says, no, I'll use it bad grammar and all. He says, no try, do or don't do.
Exactly.
In other words, to try means that you have not placed your intention of doing.
You're placing your intention into trying.
Hey, did you got...
Right.
Hey, Peter.
Oh, is Peter there?
I've been here for the last 10 minutes. I just looking for an inroad. Anyways.
Jump in. The water's fine.
See what happens when you leave us alone for a minute, Peter?
Yeah, well, hey, I just told Andrew I was coasting. Sometimes it's nice to coast. Just stand back. I hate to, I don't want to be ranting all the time. Sometimes I just want to chill.
We're just bringing some spirit.
I'm having my big cup. There you go.
There you go.
Hey, I took it literal. Hey, I'll tell you what I want to do, I want to segue after the break into this new banking scam that the clowns of the circus are bringing forward. Folks, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to show the love. Anyways, matter of fact, y'all can carry the ball for a minute or two more, and we'll go to break early. Anyways, carry on for a minute, I guess. I'm going to wait till my rant's not coming till after 8.
All right, sounds good.
Is it flying in over Winnipeg or something?
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, where were we, Michelle?
We were on some etheric stuff.
Yeah.
We were on healing and the connectivity, the bifurcation of the species into two distinct forms. We should give them names.
We covered a lot in 10 minutes.
We did. We did.
Yeah, but yeah, very true, very true. There definitely does seem to be, a divide. But I'll tell you what, we all have the capability of awakening, because I've taken some of the most closed-minded people and shown them the truth, and it just seems that a lot of people humanity, we always need that spanking or something to really come around, or that hardship to make us jump out of our skin to promote ourselves to the more positive. I don't know what it is, but so the nefarious ones definitely will provide that for us, and like you say, the evil is here to propel us.
Well, the upside is we got these beautiful mediums now that they're really getting upset about, because my little soapbox over here, I know it's going to go parabolic, because and I'm posting everything but the damn kitchen sink. And it's nice. I can do links. It's like this is the best way I can teach as far as it really makes.
But Peter, the kitchen sink is scared now because it knows that you've posted everything else but it, so it knows it's in line here.
It will be next. It will be next. It won't get left out. I promise. Anyway,
good.
Folks. Hey, well, let's just go to break real quick. We'll come right back. Hey, everybody go do what you do on break. Come on in the next hour. You're going to really enjoy what's coming. All right.
Sounds good.
We'll catch you all in a minute. Everybody go to break.
VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to VerdictProductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.
All right, welcome back to In the Spirit of Things, top of the hour. These shows are flying these days, folks. Anyways, just so much stuff. But that's beautiful, huh, John? They give us so much cannon fodder. I mean, you can pull a rabbit out of the hat in 3 seconds. But they're giving us our wake-up call. That's what I said last Saturday. And they're telling you what the hell is going down. If you don't like it, then guess what? You can remove the damn presumption. It's up to you. Or you can stay there and hug the boots of your masters. That 3-minute video that Sister Susan did it's beautiful, brother. I'm telling you. I gave her 5 gold stars, by the way. So I hope that counts for something.
Yeah, no, it is.
Are we
really
setting
nice.
up a new Sister Are we setting up a new system of commerce, Peter? It's based on stars, gold stars.
Yeah, gold stars. Come get your gold stars from Brother Peter. Anyways, I thought we were gonna have Peterisms tonight. I was waiting for those to come forward.
Oh, I've got a whole list. I've got a whole list. Is this where we would like to go, gentlemen?
We need
I'll
a good
bring
Peterism.
it.
Let's have a good Peterism.
All right, hang on. Let me open this up. Where did I have this? Peterisms. There, I saved it as peterisms.doc. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I was going to put together an entire sentence using all of them, but you guys know that I'm pretty much bound up at the hospital.
That would have been interesting.
Spending all my time. Yeah, it would have been good. Maybe that can be my project when I have another few minutes. All right. So, for everybody ready, these are Peterisms. We have continuity of flow, direction of flow, nefarious ones, blah, 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 then Carter's got pills, get the poop back in the elephant, won't know whether to shit or wind their wristwatch, the pecking order, heavy lifting, move this train forward, sweetie, tricks is for kids, Dad gum. See, that's actually one of my favorites because it's inane. It doesn't make any sense. Dad gum.
Oh,
the masses.
That's an Alabama slang from old football coach.
I figured. The masses, go sideways, and suck the air out of the room.
Very good.
So
well,
thank you very much.
You forgot his
There we go.
you forgot
I'm sure I forgot a whole ton of them. This is only about
with the 19-inch guns.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay. I'm adding it. Literally adding it. 19-inch arms. And Peter, I'm listening. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this on the list whenever you come out with one of
make sure you get the memo.
Of course. Get the memo.
That's classic.
Come on, that's basic. Get the memo. Done. Oh, hang on. What's Andrea saying here? I'm on a different document. Okay, yeah.
Hey,
that's
you
very
want
good.
to hear something interesting? This document that I'm trying to access, MasterCard leading the path towards a world beyond cash. I can't open the link. It says, let's see, I click on the link. Well, let me go into, maybe I can get it off of the Skype link, but it actually is dumping me from getting into it. Go figure.
Hang on, do you have a Fisher-Price computer too?
No, mine.
Or is yours the Play School?
Oh, yep.
Yours is Play School,
says
isn't it?
your access to the site has been limited. I had the damn document up on my page, and I was going to start reading.
Why don't you send it to the group here, Peter, and see if we can access it?
No, it's in the hole, brother. It's
I got
Skype.
it.
It's on the Facebook.
Scroll up, John.
Okay.
I got it.
It won't let me. It says your.
My Fisher-Price computer allowed me access.
Bull crap. Well, I did post at least a couple paragraphs off this darn thing anyway, so what a crock of crap. Anyways, you got to be
it has to do with the further funneling of people towards the chipping, which is the ultimate end game.
Yep.
They want everybody ultimately on an RFID chip, and if you're not, if you're a dissident, if you say anything against the system, you will not be allowed to participate in commerce, and that means in anything. This is MasterCard leading the path toward a world beyond cash, and it's a blog, Chris in Maryville's blog.
Yep.
And the source here was www.occupycorporatism.com. I always like to give sources so people know that I'm not making this up.
Right. Well,
and it was written by
I was able to open
Kozel.
up facial recognition apps. Google and Apple spy on you. That's on the Occupy, so they can click on that link as well. But at least I did put a little something in the damn. I did click on a couple paragraphs, so I'm going to cover them because I can. Anyways, let's step into that.
Do you want me to continue reading, Peter, or do you have it now?
I'm going to it. That'll be fine. Let me see. Okay, yeah, hey, folks, this is what you... Okay, and, hey, this is what I've been saying all along. These control freaks, see, they want you on Chips R Us, your bank account, so all your crap, if you have a medical malady, oh, you've got a 401k over here. Oh, you've got cancer. You could pay for that. See, because it doesn't get covered under the Obamacare scam. Don't even get me on that Obamacare crap. I really get pissed off. Anyways, yeah, MasterCard leading the path towards a world beyond cash transition or translation. Folks, yeah, you can't make this crap up. So earlier this month, it was announced that MasterCard, all the whores, supporting the Nigerian National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, it almost sounds like the Marine Corps. Anyways, to create and distribute a biometric identification card to all Nigerian citizens. Look at the words, citizens. That's why I'm going to show how everybody being an uncitizen in an effort to ensure all the citizens participate in MasterCard services. The National Identity Smart Cards will assist the Nigerian government ensure that individuals' identity is being first affirmed. Yeah, what? So they can hack into it. That's why. Anyways, according to the National Identity Card Policy document, this pilot program, it's a beta test, folks, is a precursor to a universal identification infrastructure where there will be the creation of NIMS, NID, NIM number. Anyways, the NISC, all these friggin' N's, stick it in their ear. That's what I say, NU. Anyways, NISC will verify and authenticate the individual's identity to the government against the information in database. Okay, folks, now you got me fired up. Okay, it's rant time. I got to go here.
Peter, hang on. Let's just finish the article here. From the age of 16, citizens must have an NISC. The card is property of the government and cannot be damaged or destroyed without penalties being attributed to the citizen. This also ensures that the Nigerian government retains the right to take the NISC from the citizen.
There you go.
This is what I mentioned before, effectively cutting them off from nationality and the ability to pay for products and services. The technocratically controlled Central Bank of Nigeria has implemented charges for handling cash and cash transactions in an initiative to shift the social consciousness toward a cashless society.
Yeah, we're going to charge you digits for the digits we create. What a crock of shit. You'll really, now this really pisses me off. Okay, now.
But what
folks,
we have the equivalent of, hang on, Peter, in the equivalent in the States and in Canada, and I think in the other Western countries, what's being introduced is the pay and go, the RFID chip where, you just put your credit card, let's say at the coffee shop, down on a processor, and it reads automatically, and it takes the amount of money out for your coffee and your bagel or your donut or whatever it is you're getting.
Yep.
And I've seen their programming in the commercials that they use for these things. I saw this on a YouTube video. There's a line of people, and they're all waiting to pay for their coffee, and everyone sort of taps their card and then just walks away. Tap and go, tap and go, tap and go.
Yeah,
one guy pays
with
cash, and he's frowned at. Hang on.
They're going to tap your ass in commerce, and you're not getting any KY with that screwing either.
Yes.
Tap and go.
John, John, add that one to the list.
Put that vernacular in your mind, folks. Tap and go. Yeah, they got you bent over like an ostrich, and they're tapping and going on you.
Yes. And the idea is the one guy that pays with cash is frowned on. So he's getting this social spurning.
Oh, there you go.
He's being
social stigma, yeah, and that's special.
Exactly. So it's conditioning on a social front, and this is how they do all their operations anyway.
Yeah,
you want to get along with people.
Yeah, propaganda.
Yeah.
More of the same. They are so predictable. Yeah, well, they can get a big cup. That's all I care about. Anyways,
well, again, we're back on the hamster wheel. How to think, how to dress, how to act, how to be. Given to you 24 hours a day by your idiot box.
Right.
shut the TVs off, folks. That's where it has to begin in the first place.
Well, and this is why I have to post crap like this, because people won't believe you if you don't tell them, and they don't understand the nefarious act behind what they're planning, because their brain has been addled and damaged and soundbited and renegotiated to not think at all. Ooh, that's a nifty little concept. I can just, here, let's just put the damn chip under your hand and let's get it over with. What the hell?
Yeah. Isn't it supposed to go in your forehead?
Yeah, it might as well put it. Hey, you know what I say? Put it in the cattle's ass.
Hang on.
Because that's all you
are.
You
know where you guys can put it?
Yeah.
They can
stick it where the sun don't shine.
Oh, gosh. Peter.
Yeah, don't even get me started. I'm getting excited.
It's too late already. It's just too late.
Yeah.
All right, can we get a bit of dignity back to the show, guys? Can we amp the this back up somehow?
Cue the crickets. Cue the crickets.
Can we regain our credibility a little here? Andrea, great.
Well, I always find the interesting stuff every day. I always have something I can post to make Andrea crazy and have to be putting on the site. So, but she does excellent work. She really does. She posts nice. Suzanne Posel, Occupy Corporatism. She's done some really good work too. I followed her. Yeah, she's the one who was talking about 3 months ago about them collapsing the money system and then pointing the finger at the clowns at the circus. Iran, our Iranian brothers over there, they're the boogeyman, and they hacked into, they cyber terrorized our site, and it's a lot worse than we thought. So now we're screwing all of you in continuity, of flow, in commerce for a whole new level, because that's the scam there. They already beta tested it with that sorry son of a bitch Corzine, what he did to Gerald Salenti and his group of investors in the gold game, stole all his funds. It's called and Cyprus was the other beta test. Folks, wake the hell up. This is what they're telling you. They're spouting off. They're showing you this. It's called read between the lines. Anyways, Suzanne Posel's got an excellent site. It's folks, you can go to the link if you're not on Privatis.Me Facebook page. Go there. I've only got 51 people on this page. I should have 51,000 or 53 people. I should have 53,000 people on this site. This is the best site going, folks. I'm posting meat and potatoes and not genetically modified bullcrap from the steer. This is corn-fed beef I'm putting over here.
No meat glue. No meat glue here.
Yeah, no meat glue, no slime in the ice machine and all that crap.
How about that, Peter? Grass-fed around here. You can't trust the corn anymore.
Well, what type of grass are you talking about, brother?
All right, guys.
Oh, they've been eating them 15-foot Christmas trees from my brother in Costa
Rica. I
swear,
I'm quiet for 3 minutes, and this is where the conversation goes.
Yeah, right. Anyways,
Peter, Andrea said if you say pecking order, she's going to play the chickens.
Oh,
I haven't heard the chickens yet.
Oh, I got an analogy for the chicken thing. You know what it is, huh, Michelle?
I know the analogy. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And we're not going to bring that.
I'll post
Peter?
it in the room after. I'll post it in the room so everyone can get the memo. I got T-shirt fodder everywhere. I mean, Michael and I have been talking about T-shirts just for giggles, and we can do the big cup and take a walk on the wild side. We can put lawyers. I said, hey, well, Michael, because I haven't done my lawyer rant yet. I said, hey, we can make a shirt with 100 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean, and what's the definition of 100 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? Then put a good start right up underneath that, and then wear that to court.
Wow.
Oh, we could have some fun. Yeah, I got nothing but contempt and disdain for them clowns, obviously. Because they're just chumps. Yeah,
I was telling Peter we should have a T-shirt with 2 big Rottweilers holding lawyers in their nice little black suits and holding their briefcases in their mouth, and on the top saying, "Got Privatis?"
That is classic, brother. That is classic. Yeah. What a crew. I tell you, I got the outside-the-box thinkers in my house. Beautiful. Anyways, they're spouting off a little fear porn about FEMA-sourced martial law by June 2014. Whatever. Yeah, go Pakistan. Anyways, but let's see. Oh, yeah, what I wanted to cover that I didn't get to cover last week, and folks, but that we can show you a direction of flow, because Brother Michael and I are in creation mode to free my brothers and sisters, teach them how to unconsent, remove presumptions. But I want to cover this IRS crap, and folks, if this doesn't make your blood boil, it's a good thing. I mean, hey, you have a choice. You have freedom of choice. You can remove a presumption, and guess what we do at my house? We remove presumptions. Anyways, let's take a look at, I'm going to scroll down. It's about, I know it's here. I re-clicked on my system of downs and
my... What are you looking for, Peter?
It's an IRS thingy. I'm going to find it.
Okay, your template?
No, it's below my big cup, down about 3/4 down the page. I didn't get to it on Saturday. Yeah, tax scheme that is not voluntary at all is what I wrote. Forced compliance. You'll need to simply remove the presumption of all past 1040s by rescinding your signatures on the mistake you made. Documents are available to full members for removing the presumption. Join at Privatis.Me, and then the link is active. This came from Activist Post. In America, taxes are voluntary, but if you choose to not pay, you'll be forced to. So how is that voluntary compliance? My brother from South Florida he uncovered, anyways, I clicked on the link. It's open. I'm going to read from it a little bit in a second. But my brother, Eddie Kane, very, very sharp, was a lawyer, but he was one of the good ones, and he was uncovering the scam. And he's where I sort of cut my teeth on. Yeah, without an implementing regulation, the statute has no bearing in law and is basically a nullity. But what they do when you fill out that first 1040 is they transfer you over into your estate mode as a corporation because you gave over willy-nilly by filling that sorry piece of crap out because some idiot told you to, because they didn't know no better. It's 3 generations of stupidity been pushed upon us. Nobody didn't realize that, hell, there's not even an implementing regulation to support the statute. You see, folks, this is how it works in their scam. A statute has no standing unless it's listed in the Code of Federal Regulations. And if it's not listed in the Code of Federal Regulations, then guess what? Without an implementing regulation to support it, it's a nullity. However, they don't teach that in school. Go figure. Anyways, I do actually read shit, John, and that's the scary part. And I get it. Yeah, no implementing regulation. Yeah, I did some FaceTime with a liar, lawyer, crook over there in Louisiana, and I told him to bring up the 3 sustaining implementing regulations to attach to those statutes that he was trying to lay claim on, because there was no injured party, no damaged party or whatever. And the idiot went to his computer or his copy machine with the law book and printed off the 3 statutes. I said, dude, did you go to law school? Are you stuck on stupid or what? I said, that's not an implementing regulation. That would be in subsection code 49, and it would be attaching implementing regulation in the Code of Federal Regulations. Pull that son of a bitch up for me. That's the one I want to see, because I says, without it, this is a nullity. And he goes, blah, 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 blah. I said, yeah, whatever. See, I had fun with that clown. Yeah. Hey, well, it's Louisiana. What do you expect? Sorry, my Louisiana brothers and sisters, right. I love you. I did 5 years there. I didn't belong there. They told me I didn't. They said,
yeah, that goes on the list.
Hey, told me I talked too fast.
Clowns at the circus.
Yeah, I talked too fast. Circus. I told them they got to listen to that. It's all good. Anyways, hey, let's go. This was posted Monday, May 20th. I got it opened up on the link, folks. It's over at the Privatis.Me. That's why I tell everybody to go sign up so they can follow the bouncing ball with me when I talk about this stuff, and they can prove it to themselves. It says, in America, taxes are voluntary, but if you choose to not pay, you'll be forced to voluntarily comply. Well, that's like telling me I got to go. You can say I can volunteer to go play this basketball game, but if I don't, I'm going to get shot at dawn. How is that voluntary compliance if I don't go play? You're giving me the option of going to do it, but if I don't do it, you're going to give retribution on me, sort of like signing the ticket in Louisiana with the 2 pigs in a poke with pulling on their gun strings while Brother Peter was on the hood. You're going to sign this and you're going to enjoy it. How is that voluntary compliance? Forced compliance at the end of a gun does not a valid contract make. But they didn't get that memo.
Sounds like there's some kind of assumption going on there, Peter, that you might have to remove.
Yeah, they thought I was a slave, and I was at the time. I'm not anymore. Anyways, folks, this is a beautiful read. I'm going to touch on a little bit of it. It says, hidden amongst the reams of reports about the IRS scandal is one little gem. The outgoing IRS Commissioner, Steve Miller, said that America's tax system is voluntary in his testimony. Now, whatever you do, though, don't take that to mean that it is actually voluntary. That word doesn't apply. Anyways, in that way, that word voluntary is normally used. So they're telling me to assess the way the word voluntary is used. I'm assessing it incorrectly. In other words, it's compulsory, and that's the new meaning for voluntary in their friggin' eyes. What a bunch of dumb dopes, I swear. Anyways, this is the stuff that makes me nuts. But that's all right, folks. We don't have to get nuts. We just have to remove presumptions. I'm gonna take you there in a minute. We like solutions. Anyways, while you might think that voluntary means something which is done without compulsion or obligation or done, made, brought about, undertaken, etc., of one's own accord by free will act and deed, why are we at I am free will right now? Anyways, when it comes to America's voluntary tax system, it's quite the opposite. If you freely choose not to voluntarily participate in the tax system, you'll enjoy being raided by armed agents, prosecuted, and sent to a federal prison. Quite the voluntary system indeed. Furthermore, there are some practices that are clearly in no way voluntary. When income taxes are withheld from paychecks, for example, hey, I've been there, done that. Anyways, there's nothing voluntary about it. 90% of your paycheck coming out of your pocket. It's not a pretty sight, folks. That's how these whores operate. Even when you use an international bill of exchange and they keep the damn thing, they didn't return it. I knew how to do the process. Old Timmy Geithner, hey, Tim, how you doing, you scumbag? Anyways, you kept my bond. You didn't send it back. He had 30 days to return it if it had defects. Sort of like all the bullshit that they attach to my brothers and sisters with these summonses and stuff, folks. They're all deficient. They don't have an attaching bond, so they're invalid. Anyways, we're going to start teaching that, John. I'm going to share the love. I'm telling you, I'm getting excited because there's just so much good stuff with me and Michael coming. Anyways, if you freely choose to not voluntarily participate, let's see. When Xavier Becker, Democrat, California, said during the recent White House Means and Ways Committee hearing on the IRS scandal that the U.S. system is a voluntary system, Stephen Miller agreed. In fact, Becerra said it is a voluntary system twice. Becerra said those exact words at 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 8 seconds, and again at 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 35 seconds, according to the C-SPAN transcript. And Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, another nefarious scumbag, said the same thing in an interview with John Heffield in 2008. In the interview, embedded below, Heffield, if the government is in the business of forcefully taking money from some people in order to provide welfare benefits to others, how will the people whose money is being taken feel about the government? Well, I don't accept your phraseology. I don't think we force people, Reid answered. Bull crap. Taxation is not forced, Heffield said. Well, no, Reid said it's voluntary. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways, folks, this is just swill from the double-speak, double-minded pieces of crap who are running your not my country. It's not mine. It's I don't claim to be a citizen slave in this hell. But that's why they're winding you up, folks. That's why they can beat you down, because you gave over. And, gee, ironically, I'm going to be having a special class on Monday on slavery, who owns you, and I'm going to give people irrevocable proof how to pull the blinders back and remove themselves from the body politic so they're not double-minded men and women anymore, and they're not bowing down to their masters. Because, folks, your vote doesn't count. It's a lie. It's a scam. You've been shammed. I never voted. I had it right from the beginning. Anyways, folks, it's time for change. But anyways, that's what Brother Michael and I are doing, is major heavy lifting with the curriculum, the documents, the informations. So I know millions of people are getting whacked by these nefarious bottom feeders, but we gave over the minute we filled out that first 1040. Go figure. See, because, folks, what they do is they go into the system of downs, i.e. their computer system, and they change it from a tax class 5, which is a state and gift tax, and you help them assess you as a corporation, a franchisee, a slave on the plantation. I got the document to prove it, and that's where they change it and twist it to a tax class 2, making you a corporation so that they can attach to you as a taxable event for the rest of your damn life. Well, guess what? We're going to fix that problem. See, everybody made a mistake. You got lied to and you made a mistake. So I'm going to help you fix your damn mistake, because it's time to fix mistakes. You have the right. All men acting with free will, act and deed, have the right to remove a presumption, i.e. a mistake, and that's what we teach over at my house. So, anyways, enough of my bantering about Privatis, but You know,
Hey, Peter,
I mean, and it's so simple, John. Most aren't going to get it, but I can't wait till we do the claim the name. We're really going to have some fun.
Oh, well, and like I say, there's a lot of other goodies coming forward that are just going to blow people's minds when we start bringing this into the private. We've got a couple of callers up, Peter. Do you want to take a call?
We do. I get so wound up I forget I got callers sometimes. I don't even want. Yeah, I'm not looking. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, who's on first? What's on second?
Let's see. We have a gentleman from Austin. We've got the one at 352, I guess, is at the top right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, as long as one real quick one, because we're going to break in 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes, brother. Come on in. The water's fine.
Is that 352? Are you there?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
There you
Hey,
go.
how you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
Great.
I'm enjoying your program. I joined the free deal, and I think I'm going to go ahead and join the 120 or 240, whichever time it takes me to get in there.
Yes, sir.
But I hear you speaking about different people all over the country, especially you, Peter. Your voice sounds very familiar to me. I went to a lot of seminars all over this country.
Right.
And so there's a lot of people that you keep calling brother, and it's obviously people that you've met who have dug to find the truth through the years. And several of them, I went through some of their processes. That's the only thing I can call it.
Right.
And their processes. And one of them was a man you referred to as Brother Timmy, and he's in lots of trouble right now.
Yeah, I couldn't have to a nicer guy.
Yeah, he's in lots of trouble right now, and the process I went through with that, it did me no good.
Yep.
In fact, the intentional raping system invaded my account 3 times after I went through that system.
Yep.
And took a lot of my FRNs.
Yes, sir.
And finally, I had to end up sending a 2-inch thick court case about a man in the Middle Tennessee district in Tennessee, Lloyd Long case, to the commissioner.
Yep.
And told them that I was not going to put up with them raping me anymore, that it is voluntary, which I was trying to remove the presumption, which I didn't go through some process that you're talking about.
Right.
But they haven't bothered me for 2 years ever since I sent it to them.
Wow. Well, brother, I'm gonna give you something beautiful gift. Like I say, all the packages are free, and I do that on purpose because I want people to carry their own water and be confident in handling their own matters forthwith, and this is what I teach. So what people are paying for is the education. All these administrative processes Brother Michael and I are creating and have created, everybody will get everything in there to remove these presumptions, because that's all they're waiting for, because they thought we liked where we were, so it's a very, very short uphill climb to get over the hump or get across the bridge with what I'm speaking of. And, brother, you are going to come forward as a live man, not a damn dead entity. That's why, so when it does go up to 240, guess what, brother? You're going to have a family crest and seal, your own lineage. See, that separates the dead from the living. This is the stuff that they won't talk about, they won't tell. So guess what, brother? You are, and you're going to be getting in on the front end of my new accelerated exponential learning curve curriculum. So, hey, brother, welcome to the nucleus. That's what I say.
Well, I appreciate it, and I intend to join and follow you more because I want to learn. But where I was going with this, and I'll get off because I know there's others that want to speak to you, was you mentioned several people. One of them, the man name was Eddie. Yep. I knew a lawyer that was involved with him north of me, and he and both of them got in lots of trouble.
Oh, I know. They went. Hey, I know. I know Cookie's wife. That's another Cookie. She's emailed me a couple times over the last 8 months. They went and disappeared Eddie off the street down south, like Costa Rica or somewhere he was at. That's how they took care of him, because that's how they showed the love to him. But he doesn't know who he is either. The sad part is I was trying to share with his wife how to remove some of these presumptions. Another buddy of mine in my Costa Rica wanted me to do the bonds and remove them with the prison bonds, because I do know about the bonds. But the scumbags move the goalposts, and they're really, really, that's a hard stretch to get out. So
where I was going with this, Peter, is all their documents didn't do any good. So how is it that where we're going now? Do you think it's effective against these criminals?
Oh, I think it's going to be real effective, especially when people claim the name, remove the presumption, and we post it in the public, and after 30 days it stands as public law. Even though we operate in the private, we're going to a new place they never expected us. See, they consider everything abandoned property. We gave over, so we're going to change. Brother, we can always remove the presumption. If they think we gave over, we're going to remove the presumption that we did, and that's how we're going to be able to move forward. You'll get a lot more on the videos that are coming forward as well. At this point, brother, I am over break. I got my producer ringing the bell over here.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, brother. Stand fast for what's coming. We've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming forward. Like I say, you'll definitely want to get in. If you're already signed up on the free portals, that's good. You'll get the email blast with the link to get on Monday's call, as well as see what to do before the call gets underway for Monday night. So you'll have done your little bit of homework, so you'll have a little more clarity on what I'm going to speak about.
Okay. Thank you.
Very good. Have a great night, brother. I appreciate you calling. Okay, folks, guess what? I ran over time. Anyways, hey, everybody take a break. Do what you do when you take a break, and we'll be right back. Yeah, thank you.
Very good.
Yep.
Privatis.Me. No longer do we need to hire lawyers, worry about past debt, or count on doctors to fix our health problems. Privatis.Me, specializing in real education about the legal system, administratively eliminating your past debt, and teaching you simple, natural ways to restore your health. Join today for free. Learn how to live in private and allow yourself to overcome and stop living in fear. Become a paid member for just $20 per month and receive Peter and Michael's $300 debt termination package for free. Privatis.me. Privatis.me. Take a walk on the private side.
All right, welcome back in the spirit of things, folks. Anyways, moving this train forward as usual. Okay, I know, Peterism. You gotta love it.
It's on the list. It's okay.
We do have a caller in the queue. Let him on through. No heavy lifting tonight. Anyways, 512, come on down.
Hello?
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, it's Ryan.
Hi there.
I have a question in relation to the student loans. I actually sent an email to you, Peter.
Right.
I'm trying to find information on the website how to handle that, and I didn't find. Maybe you can help me saying now in the call.
Yeah, it's posted over for the full members. It's over at the site with videos and everything.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, we give away the packages. Your education's not free. That's the only thing, because I got to keep the lights on, create the documents, pay the webmaster, and all that type of stuff. So that's how I do this. And the more that join, the easier it is. And like I say, that's why
I think I joined already. Does the $120 or no?
It was $120 in the initiation of when we first started up. But we're going to do a package upgrade for all our other members because there's a lot of them who don't know how to superimpose their family crest and seal on their documents to separate the living from the dead. That's why we do that. So Michael and I decided to create every package that we have on the site. People will be getting those packages so they won't have to go through the fumbling and the bumbling of trying to post their crest and seals on documents, and they will even put their name on the document. All they got to do is put the primary information on whom these documents are going to. But
that's great.
We're covering, they are scamming big time, and we know how they're scamming, and so we are stepping into another level of this game. It's called Claim the Names. Rob Ryder's got a beautiful video on it, but we're not going to utilize the way he's doing it, but we have another way that we will know that's more concrete. We don't ask for permission from the nefarious ones. The live man, you're the king. You know, you operate in a different capacity. That's why we teach who you are and get your mind right and how to stand in the proper capacity so that you don't reduce yourself to a hypothecation event. Because everybody gives over the name, and that's how they get you in court. You answer up and say, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, well, you just committed a controversy by stepping into the bow, and now they have the capacity to basically draft you for performance and get a hypothecation game going on, the bid bond, performance bond, payment bond, and all the other beautiful bonds they do for a hypothecation event. It has nothing to do with civil or criminal. It only has to deal with the money, but they won't talk about that. See, so anyways, yeah, come on in, brother. We'll be going in creation mode probably by the end of the week. Brother Michael is doing some heavy lifting on doing the claim the name. Like I say, I like the concept. I understand what they're doing. I just don't want to ask Caesar for permission. See, and we don't. That's why we remove presumptions on the 1040s, past IRS stuff. We're not asking for permission, brother. We're correcting a mistake. We're fixing the deal, and that's why we red box the document. And it's basically a UPU issue because we make sure you send it out registered. And now it's basically you're not in domestic inside the corporate area. It removes it from that presumption. Anyways, simple little things that nobody talks about, how to seal your documents. We don't sign anything. Only dead entities sign. All your seals are on the right-hand side of the page. We don't use flat lines. That's where dead men live. That's why they call it a flat line, brother. They think you're dead. See, these are the little things they'll never tell you about. They want you on the left-hand side of the page so that they can... the left, brother, take a look at the way they do things. If you're on the left-hand side of the page, that's the wrong side of the page. Go figure. We put you right dead in the middle, brother. That's neutral. That's just fine. And we don't use the fiction name in the context they do, and we remove the presumptions. So you're in for a nice ride, brother. If you're new here, get ready for the curriculum that's going to be starting up next Monday. I think you're going to be real excited because, and share the Privatis.Me Facebook page if you get on it. Send it to all your friends and neighbors. They'll be in shock and awe.
Oh, yeah. I'm already doing it.
Very
the
good.
website. Yeah.
Well, brother, you're in the right place. I will help you move forward. I know. I think you did say. Well, you're the second email on a student loan. I already deal with some other people on student loans. They're going to do tricks for kids. Well, we have something new. We have a new surprise for the clowns of the circus. And Michael and I will be unleashing that probably in the next 14 days. So we're going to have some fun, brother. We're not going to be warring with anybody. We're not adversarial. We're just going to show the love, and we're going to remove a presumption. And I like to put them in a box, sort of like an untenable situation, and that's where we live. But we aren't arguing, and we're not warring. But I promise you, this crookery is going to stop. I promise.
Yeah. Thank you, and I'm really grateful for the work you were doing. It came in a really good timing. It's a breath of fresh air, you know. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, brother. You have a great evening. Thank you for calling in. Keep posted to the Blog Talk shows. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and share. You can share the shows too. We're sharing the love, brother. I want everybody to come to my house at Privatis.Me because the whole world needs to know this.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. You have a great night.
Thanks for calling in.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Anybody else in the room? Andrea? Or am I okay, good. I'm out of the woods.
Hey, Peter, I wanted to comment on the first caller we had there and how he was talking about those people getting into trouble and, how Privatis is different. Just from my perspective, my point of view, I dealt with some of the nastiest, excuse me, nastiest guys there are, CPS, and criminal courts and all this kind of stuff. And I definitely followed the Privatis Kool-Aid as well as our common law and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And we stayed in peace and honor. Like I say, we never traversed. We never contracted with them. We wouldn't sign anything. We wouldn't play their game. He mentioned in his first couple minutes of his conversation, he was talking about a 2-inch lawsuit that he brought into court. You know what I mean? And right there, I was like, well, they're playing. He's playing their game now.
Yeah.
Right? So they have every right to do whatever they want to do to him because he's filing into their court cases. You know what I mean? As defense and stuff like this. So. I just wanted to make that comment that this is, I was in the clutches and the bowels of the beast kind of thing.
Yes.
And they didn't want anything to do with me because of the stuff I've learned from Privatis and paperwork that I sent.
You're like that giant cockroach with Will Smith, and you blew up the belly and got out. Boy, what an analogy, huh?
That's a great one, yeah.
You blew up the cockroach. Hey, remember? Look at my analogies, brother. Shining a light on the cockroaches and watch them scamper. They don't like light.
There you go.
Because
exactly.
they're dark. Anyways, that's what, John. This is what gets me so excited. We're not reinventing the wheel. It's just a direction of flow. It's where you belong. It's knowing who you are, standing fast in the correct capacities. This is where. That's why they're going to pay for their damn education, because they're not going to learn it in 5 minutes, but they're going to learn it. I promise. If they come in, they follow these bouncing balls. Yeah, me and my bouncing balls. Now that
again, I go back. I go back to the analogy of being a university. You know what I mean? You can't go to university, for 2 weeks and learn everything that they want to teach you for your doctorate or whatever either, right? And you can't. The same thing with learning how to live in the private. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of stuff that has never been taught to us. That, like you say, we're not bringing anything else new. Yeah, we're doing it in new ways, but this stuff was always there for the living man and woman. And, we're just showing them that that possibility still exists, and there are ways to live in the private, but exactly, they're very tricky. They've been playing this game a long time, and you definitely have to have your education to, not traverse back into their contracts.
Yeah, well, it's like what I like what Carl's doing over on his side of the house. Hey, he's sharing the love over on our side, too. I mean, we're getting these memos. We're paying attention. We see what he's doing. It's the shorter, the simpler, the easier.
Exactly.
No damn gray hairs. Matter of fact, I got to throw out a kudo to Sister Terry up in Canada. She's the sharpest blade in the drawer, and if she was a guy, she would have cast iron nuts, because she got it. She gets it. She helped out her cousin in an issue for 2 days, showing the love. And when she posted me that beautiful letter, I says, now this is a person, not a person. This is a woman who's getting the memo and has been paying attention in class. So to Sister Terry, we love you. What you did, that heavy lifting, that was a beautiful thing. See, we talk about the spirit here, John, but people forget we are the substance. Everything, these things are just things. They're inanimate, dead objects.
Exactly.
Your power, your energy, your love, everything, it's got to come forward to a live body, to another live body, because we're all having this experience, this divine spirit. We all have these spirits, and people forgot to show the love to their brothers and sisters. And so when Terry did that, I'm telling you, it just warmed my heart on a whole different level. I mean, this is the type of stuff that's getting created, this beautiful nucleus, the love that's coming in. The people that are at last Thursday night's Privatis.Me call was great, brother. It was nothing but love in that room. It was a beautiful call. People asking concerted questions, but knowing they're paying attention. They're really, and they're getting it. So, yeah, we don't want to argue. We don't want to fight. We just want to go to peace, pull the damn oxygen out of the room, and have a nice day.
Well, the Thursday night call is for the full caller, the full membership callers. So they are the choir. They are the ones there to learn and get their education on.
Yep.
So
what is your, hey, brother? This is what I tell people. I know I'm worth whatever I'm worth. But when people split hairs with me about what I'm asking, so that I can keep the lights on and have Brother Michael produce these beautiful documents and informations and educations and these videos that I'm now producing, all this other heavy lifting I'm doing. What's your education worth?
Hey, Peter, I'm pretty sure most people are paying $120 a month for their cable bill. That's sitting there programming them and destroying everything they know and love in this world. So, $120 a year doesn't seem like much. $240 a year does not seem like much, especially when you're bringing forward all the work you're bringing. We have a couple more callers, Peter.
All right.
Must be a good call tonight.
Yeah. I guess we'll let the next one through. We'll keep it short and sweet. Come on through. The water's fine.
807?
Yep.
Hello, 807, are you there?
That's me, yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you tonight?
Oh, kind of feeling like a roast pig. I just got back from spending a night in jail.
Oh.
Yeah, here up in, it was sunny, Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Okay.
And I've talked to Peter once before. I was Michael the Sailor. It's been a while, Peter. I'm in, I'm on Privatis and DP and all that, and I've been, trying diligently to get out the documents and change elector status and get all these, contracts straightened out, as Winston Shrout would say. I lost my job last fall, and money is really tight, and
Yeah.
you know, insurance for my car and all this insanity is just going up. So basically, I've been trying to push the envelope with, with the no insurance, no, valid tag on the thingy on my plates and all that good stuff. Well, as fate would have it, last week I was 30 seconds on the road. Provincial cop zooms up behind me, and a little piece of shingle goes flying out of the trailer. First time in I don't know how many years I've had that trailer. Anyway, bang, bing, boom. Now I've got I'm arrested by them. They take my car. Off we go. So, finally, they got me in the car, and they said, well, you can get your vehicle back if you come up with, whatever the tow vehicle
the extortion fee is, right?
Right.
It's extortion, yeah. Coercion. Well, you're not under arrest.
Did you injure anybody?
But anyway, I'm sorry to babble on. Like I say, I just had a really weird night. First time I've ever been in jail, sleeping on a concrete block.
Yep.
Kind of thing. But anyway, so yesterday, lo and behold, city cops, I guess, I had sent letters to the mayor and the city police chief and city clerk, the whole thing, the provincial commissioner, just saying I'm trying to operate in full commercial, unlimited liability.
Yep.
And the whole thing, like I've been listening to you, Peter, for over a year now, I guess.
Yep.
Something like that. And anyway, it's a big joke. I ended up having a little TV conference with the judge this morning, and he's laughing at me. Oh yeah, special appearance. Yeah, you're real special, and all this crap, right? So I got a zillion charges. Now today, the one I got, a criminal charge, supposedly resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Sir,
I didn't give my name, kind of thing.
Sir,
it's just
did
terrible.
you
I'm
injure
in
anybody?
panic mode. Pardon?
Did you injure anybody?
Oh,
did you cause bodily harm to anybody?
Absolutely
or injure anybody?
not.
Okay,
and I did,
so
over and over. I said, where's the victim here? Who got hurt?
Yeah, okay. Well, this is the thing, sir. You've done all your paperwork, right? You've sent out all your paperwork, registered mail, and all this kind of stuff. So they know. Okay, so you've already got yourself a perfect common law claim now. You've done your homework. You've done your due diligence, okay? So now it's about letting them know that you know, okay? We can talk to you a little bit more off the call.
Yeah,
and
matter of fact, John, if you give permission to
send him my email.
Your email or whatever.
Yeah, send him my email. This is very simple.
Very good.
We'll send them a few letters. They're not going to want much to do with you. And if they do, well, that's perfect. Tickets and all this stuff is great. Putting you in jail, that's great for you because that's a common law claim, and that's someone who's trespassed on you and has actually injured a man. Okay. So you get a little learning to do. If you haven't hurt anybody and you haven't, damaged anybody's stuff, you didn't damage anybody or anything like that, right?
No, sir.
So, it's all statute. It's all being filed against your legal person, and you really have nothing to worry about. Like I say, you've done your homework, you've done your due diligence. Now it's just a matter of enforcing it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. I'm sneaking up on 60 here. I finally got a place where I can call home, and after
like I was saying earlier on the call with Peter, once they understand that you overstand who you are, they don't want much to do with with people that are not low hanging fruit. Let's just say. And that will make you a very, very high-hanging fruit.
I like to be the cherry on the top of the tree, Johnny.
Exactly.
He's not worth picking. He's too high up. He's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So I can definitely show you where you got to go, what you got to learn in the next couple of weeks before this goes any further, and what to send off. And we'll get you fixed straight up.
Yep, brother.
Okay, so Andrea can get your email address to this gentleman, and John, you can communicate with him and give
I'm
him
going to put it in the room now, and I'll have our producer send it to him.
Very good. Very good. And Andrea, did we have another caller?
Sorry.
Yes, 973.
Okay, Brother Andrew will get your information and get you over to John's house. It's all good.
Very good.
All right. Who's on first? What's on second?
I
don't know who's on third. I know that much. I love that stick. That's funny.
Peter, I think we have 973. He's unmuted. Hi, 973.
How you guys doing? Oh, brother.
Hey, how you making out?
Very well.
Good hearing your voices again. Love what I'm hearing. Spread the love.
Very good.
Peter,
Yes.
Who's this?
This is Nick.
Nick.
You
Hi,
call
Nick.
me.
How you doing, Nick?
Good. I'm doing well.
So do you have a question, Nick?
Excuse me?
Do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Excellent.
I sent Peter an email. I don't know if he got it. I sent it to the site, Privatis.Me.
Okay. When was that? I've got a couple I haven't got to yet because I've been sort of binded up on making this curriculum go.
Well, I understand that, but I just wanted to not butt heads, but just share the flow, basically. I sent a couple in a row. And then I just wanted to know, when you get done, that guy that just got off the phone, that man that just got off the phone, tell him not to get discouraged because I've been through that before. And that's what they just try to beat you down. But he only had a day. I did 10 in the lion's den. So, and I'm sure people have done more.
Yeah.
But don't let him get, I don't know if he's listening, just don't get discouraged. Because that's what they work on the fear and the discouragement.
Yep.
Well said. Well said, Nick.
I won't use any more time, but yeah, give me a call, Pete. I got the thing in there, brother. So.
All right, very good. I will post you, brother, as soon as I'll go looking for it after the show.
Okay, thank you very much, and you guys have a great evening, and thanks for everything you're doing.
You got it.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. Have a great night too.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Where are we at?
We're almost done again, Peter. We're flying through these calls.
We're 3 minutes out now, guys.
Wow.
Should we start with our thanks for everyone that's in the nucleus and making this happen?
Oh, yeah, especially Sister Susan. I want that 3-minute video to go parabolic. That's a beautiful little snippet. It's a soundbite. I love it. We're going to be putting out a whole bunch more sound bites. Thank you, Susan, for what you do. I'm giving you a bear hug from over here in Yankee Land.
And I'd like to thank Andrea, our stellar producer, with just such a beautiful sense of humor, who makes all of this happen for us. And Zach from Verdict Productions, who does all the YouTube videos and has amazing skills with audio and visual. We've got Dan, who is our search engine optimizer, who's got compassonlinemarketing.ca, who's making sure that the word gets out and that we're seen by people. You mentioned Susan. Susan, I can't wait to see the video as soon as I update my Fisher-Price computer here. I think I'm looking at a Play School model very soon. Cookie, I haven't spoken with you yet. And Susan, I'm trying to find some time. I'd love to speak with both of you. Cookie is working on the new 8-week curriculum with Peter, which is going to be starting actually on the first Monday in June.
3rd of June, which is next Monday.
The 3rd, right? Monday, June 3rd, from 6 to 8 Eastern Time. And John, of course, who just stands as a beautiful man in full dominion of his sovereignty and is showing other people how to do the same. We've got Peter, the mouthpiece of this whole traveling show that we're putting together, and man, have you got that covered. Said with love, Peter. Said with much love. And Michael, who is the engine of this entire system. He is Atlas, holding up the whole thing. His website is heraldry.me, heraldry.me, and he has amazing skills, just beautiful skills. He did, again, just to do a very blatant, in-your-face plug for Michael, he did my coat of arms, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a work of art, and I can't wait to start using it.
And
I think these are the people.
Michelle, to you, thank you for bringing forward your light and your perspective. We love it.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Thank
folks,
you.
hey, stand fast. Hey, guess what? We're going to be back here tomorrow night. Come to the buffet table. We're going to be eating from the tree of truth and knowledge again tomorrow night. Anyways, we love you. Go over to the site, get your curriculum, get signed up for the curriculum to get started because, Michael will be doing an email blast to all those that are signed up. They will get they'll get the email post so they'll know what time and how to get their bells tied on to be there with their pens and pencils and all that. It's really, folks, it's not a lot of heavy lifting. It's going to be simple. Anyways, stay tuned till tomorrow. It's always fun over here. We love you, and we'll catch you on the rebound. Have a great night. Thank you, everybody.
Much love. Good night.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
You're listening to In the Spirit of Things on I Am Free Will Radio. Join us on our Blog Talk radio station every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday night, live from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. To find all the links we mention on the show and to stay up to date about when we go live on BTR, make sure you connect with us on our social sites. Follow us on Twitter at handle Privatis.Me. You can also friend us, like us, or join our open group on Facebook by searching Privatis.Me or by clicking on the Facebook icon on our homepage. It's really that simple.
VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to VerdictProductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.